we're talking more about the temporary venues. Here we go. So our objectives today are to analyze the construction and use of temporary venues and compare this process to the construction and use of permanent venues. A facility between practice and competition is a frequent yet often underestimated changeover process. Proper planning ensures smooth transitions and maximizes efficiency. Some key components of a practice to competition changeover are communication with the coaches. You got to discuss space, equipment, service markings, and any other facility-based needs. You want to ensure alignment between facility management and coaching staff on scheduling a setup. And then equipment management. You want efficient storage, setup, and tear down of practice equipment like additional basketball goals, football blocking sleds, and baseball batting cages and pitching screens. And then your service markings. Coaches may require temporary markings for drills. So you want to ensure that markings are functional and easily removable to avoid unnecessary cleanup or damage. And then the seating configuration. You want to adjust seating layouts depending on whether the space is being used for practice or an actual competition. Large arenas host both hockey and basketball with concurrent seasons. There are some key components that make up a successful facility transition, and number one is communication with the coaches, as well as equipment management. These components are crucial when transitioning between practices for hockey and basketball, given their different needs. As far as space and service needs are concerned, here's a breakdown of the playing surface changeover process for converting an ice rink into a basketball court. The playing surface is the ice surface, and that is a base layer that is frozen ice rink, typically used for hockey or figure skating. It requires that the ice rink has specific markings, goals, and sometimes nets or barriers, and ensures the ice is resurfaced before transitioning from practice to competition. Now, transitioning into a basketball court, you have insulation tiles that are specifically designed and placed over the ice to prevent melting and provide a stable surface for the next layer, which is the basketball court, the modular wooden court panels that are installed on top of the insulation tiles with specific line markings, such as the three-point line and the free throw line. You want to ensure there are no obstructions on the court, such as leftover equipment from practice. This all requires coordination between facility management and coaching staff. So hockey coaches need clear communication about when ice time ends and when the rink will be prepared for the next event. And as far as your basketball coaches, you've got to align with facility managers to make sure the court is ready, goals are adjusted, and seating is set up in time for the game. For equipment management, you have a hockey equipment, and so hockey equipment typically includes goal nets, pucks, sticks, and protective gear that need to be set up and cleared before the next practice or event. And ice resurfacing is crucial between sessions to ensure the surface is smooth and safe. As for basketball equipment, you've got hoops, balls, and scoreboards that need to be checked and ready to go, and ensuring that the basket height is adjusted correctly for games and practices. So this all requires organization and logistics, using a checklist to ensure nothing is overlooked during the changeover. For example, ensuring that the ice resurfacer is ready for the hockey rink and that the basketball court is cleaned and clear of any obstructions before a game. This process allows a venue to be multi-purpose, enabling quick transitions between ice-based and court-based sports. Components of arena adaptation to other sports. The first consideration is the playing surface and the necessary equipment for each sport. For example, in volleyball, you need to ensure the court is properly marked and the net is adjusted to the right height. Gymnastics requires specialized mats and apparatuses, while wrestling needs a soft but firm surface. Tennis courts in an arena might require the adjustment of flooring to accommodate. And to ensure a smooth transition from one sport to another, it's important to to know the specific surface and equipment needs of each sport. Additionally, you will need to coordinate with the appropriate entities, the event organizers or sports federation, whether that's NCAA, Southland Conference administrators, or whoever that is, to ensure the right equipment is secured and installed properly. Oftentimes, they want their logos set up in a specific way as well. As for the seating configuration, different sports often require unique seating arrangements to maximize the spectator experience. For example, the seating for a basketball game is configured differently from that of a gymnastics competition, possibly. For certain sports, you might need to reconfigure the seating to provide optimal sightlines for the audience. And that could involve adjusting the number of seats or the way seats are positioned to best serve the specific needs of the sport being played. Some sports like wrestling or arena football might require a more compact seating structure to create an intimate atmosphere, while sports like volleyball might benefit from larger seating arrangements that offer broader views of the action. Soccer and baseball often share facilities, but their unique requirements make transitions between them complex. Two major components to address are the playing surface and the seating configurations. The playing surface for football and soccer requires a sturdy, smooth field, whether that's grass or turf, that can withstand cleats and heavy use. For baseball, you need a dirt infield and well-maintained grass or turf in the outfield to support safe, fast play. Now, challenges are transitioning between the two. It's difficult, but due to the distinct maintenance needs associated with baseball, and the advances in sod cultivation, it's made regrading and resodding quicker, allowing for faster installation and readiness for play. As far as seating configuration is concerned, typically with football and soccer, the seating is arranged along one sideline for optimal viewing, whereas baseball requires a more circular or oval arrangement with fans seated around the entire field for a better view of the action in all directions. By adjusting these components, stadiums can effectively accommodate both sports. When transitioning a sports facility to accommodate non-sporting events like concerts, wrestling, rodeo, and extreme sports, several key components must be addressed to ensure a smooth and successful transition. Some key components, of course, are equipment, surface, and seating configuration. As far as equipment needs for concerts, you need large stages, lighting rigs, sound systems, and dynamic audio setups. For wrestling, you need a wrestling ring, special platforms, audio-visual setups, and video screens. Rodeo, you've got chutes, barriers, safety equipment, high-volume sound systems, and lighting. For motocross, monster trucks, you have tracks, ramps, dirt, piles, sound, and lighting for large outdoor spaces. For surface considerations, with rodeo, motocross, and monster trucks, this requires level, compact dirt surfaces to absorb impacts. Maintenance is crucial for safety and function. And then your concerts and wrestling, your staging areas should be reinforced or with padded floors. Often there's temporary flooring there as well. And the seating configurations. With concerts, you have traditional rows that are facing the stage with optimized sound for all seats. In the round seating is common for wrestling, concerts, rodeo, and extreme sports to offer a 360-degree view of the action. Arena seating often requires adjustment, including temporary seating or removable barriers to accommodate these different events. Arenas and stadiums, which are typically used for sports, can be transformed into elegant spaces for formal events like graduations and receptions. Achieving a successful transition requires attention to furnishings and seating configuration. As for the furnishings, you want to create an atmosphere. So transitioning a sports facility requires careful attention to furnishings. The right tables, chairs, decor, and lighting can turn the venue into a formal space. As far as types of furnishings, tables and chairs in banquet style or round tables for events. Of course, linens and tableware, so tablecloths, napkins, and glassware elevate the experience. And then your lighting and decor, uplighting, chandeliers, and floral arrangements can help create an elegant atmosphere. And creating zones, designated areas such as for dining or dance floors, ensure smooth guest flow while maintaining the venue's elegance. As for a seating configuration, the importance of the layout is important because it affects the aesthetics and functionality of the event. Proper planning is key in large venues. And then tools like social tables help create custom layouts and collaboration with teams with CAD programs. You have your seating layouts, your banquet style, which is round tables for intimate dinners, theater style, which are rows for presentations or graduations that you see here, reception style as more informal seating for mingling at cocktail events. So seating must allow easy access to various venue areas and maintain comfort while optimizing guest capacity. Aisles should ensure safety and ease of movement. We use temporary venues to help reduce costs and that it's more affordable than constructing a permanent venue. You also want to avoid any unused facilities that may remain idle after being built. And you want to create a unique experience, something that's customizable and tailored to the event's needs, such as what you see here, where the Hooks had batting practice on the USS Lexington to promote Memorial Day, their Memorial Day weekend events. There are different types of temporary venues, and so seating oftentimes have to be added to existing competition sites, or the competition area, the infrastructure is added to a venue with existing seating, or a combination of the two. So you have a seating that's there, but you have to add additional seating as well for more of a customized competition area. Seating is crucial for accommodating large crowds, ranging from simple rollaway bleachers for smaller events to complex premium seating for major events like golf championships. Now, there is a construction process that you want to be aware of and make sure that you are following through. You need a stable surface. This ensures that the area is level and stable for seating installation. It's also good to have scaffolding, so build a sturdy framework for seating support. And then metal flooring and seating. Add metal flooring and attach seating using metal benches for large crowds or premium seating for exclusive events. Types of temporary seating. There are rollaway bleachers, which are portable and ideal for small events. We have some of those in Island Hall Gym. There's tiered seating, which are elevated rows for larger crowds, ensuring clear sight lines. And then premium or VIP seating. This is luxury seating with extra perks for high-profile events. The benefits are it's cost-effective, affordable compared to more permanent seating. It's also flexible in that it's easily adaptable to different event types. And quick setup. It can be assembled and dismantled efficiently. There are some considerations that you need to consider: safety, ensuring seating is stable and meets safety standards; comfort, choosing seating based on event type and guest needs; and also access and viewing. Ensure good sight lines, especially for large events with tiered seating. Basketball events like the Final Four in a football stadium presents unique challenges, including setting up a temporary court, installing seating, and ensuring good sight lines. In creating the temporary basketball court, you have to have a platform set up. The court has to be placed on a raised stage for visibility and stability. Of course, the flooring. You have synthetic or wooden flooring that mimics a traditional hardwood court, ensuring safety and performance. And temporary seating on the football field. And the seat configuration, it's temporary, sometimes temporary tiered seating ensures all spectators have a good view in a large open space, like you see here in the picture. The different seating types, you'll have bleacher seats for general admission, and then VIP sections with cushioned seats and amenities. And you also want to make sure that you're creating the quality sight lines. And so elevated seating, the tiered seating ensures better visibility, especially for spectators farther from the court. And optimal court positioning. The court is centered to ensure good views from all sides. And as you have to think about lighting and displays. So adjustable lighting and video screens enhance visibility, providing better views for distant spectators. There are challenges in that there's limited seating space. Temporary seating is installed around the court and across the field for optimal space usage. And you want to make sure that the court has a stable setup. The court is placed on a platform with reinforced flooring for stability. Other challenges are sightline optimization. So tiered and angled seating ensures clear views from all sections. The NCAA Final Four can typically have up to 70,000 spectators that can be accommodated with a temporary court on a raised stage. The tiered seating ensures the good sight lines with premium and general seating options available. And then this picture here is the 2009 NCAA Final Four held at Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan, and was the first place the court in the center of to place the court in the center of the stadium and use the entire football seating configuration. 2003 Heritage Classic was a groundbreaking event in NHL history, held outdoors at Commonwealth Stadium in Edmonton, Alberta, between the Edmonton Oilers and Montreal Canadiens. It was the first regular season NHL outdoor game and set the stage for the Winter Classic series. So they had to have an outdoor ice making process, and with that, you had to create a stable subfloor. There has to be an insulation layer to support smooth ice. Then lay aluminum ice panels to circulate glycol to cool the ice. And then there are multiple layers of ice that are built, typically 2 inches thick for stability in outdoor conditions. And there were weather challenges where rain or snow can create slushy or uneven ice, and temperature fluctuations where warm temperatures can cause melting and inconsistent ice. And then the wind really affects ice quality and puck movement. The success of the Heritage Classic led to more outdoor games, including the Winter Classic, which began in 2008. These games offer unique fan experiences and celebrate hockey's roots in northern climates. Discussion that you'll find that really it's about your creativity and the event, what kind of outcome you want from the event, what kind of experience do you want for the fans to have. Temporary venues are flexible, cost-effective, and ideal for one-off or unique events. They can be quickly assembled and customized, but face challenges like ensuring structural integrity and meeting accessibility standards. They help avoid the financial burden of maintaining underused permanent venues. Permanent venues, on the other hand, are designed for long-term multi-use functionality. They require higher upfront investment and more time to construct, but provide consistent revenue, superior comfort, and serve as community hubs. Ongoing maintenance is needed to preserve their infrastructure. In comparison, temporary venues are cost-effective and flexible, but may lack long-term comfort, where permanent venues are better for regular events, offering durability and reliability. Though with higher construction and maintenance costs, the choice depends on the event's needs, budget, and long-term goals. And that is all that I have for you today. You guys have a great day. Talk to you soon.